Welcome back, track fans. You are trackside here live at Rockingham Slot Car Club for the annual WEC World Endurance Championship race. Welcome to Sunday Slot Car Sessions with myself, Pete Brown. There you go. We're back in again. We'll be coverage, internet permitting. And this is where we're up to so far. So we've got 2 hours and 42 minutes left on the clock. You can see it on the right-hand side by the green light. And then in first position, excuse the camera shakiness, we are zoomed in on this. We have Sports Car Racing first. From Exiles, from Wolves, from Gas Monkeys, from Stanborough, from Garage 27, from North Staffs to Rockingham, pulling up the rear. Hi Lionel, how you doing, mate? The fingers, Rob, good to have your company. Let's get on the track.
An update on the penalties on penalty scores. It's been quite quiet for a while. Well done, everybody. Looking at Stanborough had 2 strikes. Garage 27 had 1. Rockingham had 1. Sports Car Racing and North Staffs had 2 each.
So that was a quick report on penalties. So there's been a bit of argy-bargy out on the track. So penalties out there consist of hitting someone, bit of obstruction to someone, being reckless, and generally, not playing the game. So there you go. So that was an update. Quite a few teams now under penalty, penalised. But otherwise, so far, very, very good race indeed. Very tight at the front, not much movement at all. None of the front teams, it's Sports Car Racing, Exiles, Wolves, they're not making a mistake. They're not. They're driving consistently. They're driving hard. They're playing a confident race. Fantastic. I've been very interested to see what's happened to Rockingham along the way. They were consistent. They were up there. They might have had some traction issues, some tuning problems. I don't know. I know one of the team members is feeling a little bit under the weather. That could be a factor. Many factors. But in whole, still a very, very good effort, because if I was on the track, then yeah, absolutely deadly. I would be probably about 900 laps between me and position 7. Okay, another quick rundown from the race leaderboard. We've got Sports Car Racing are leading the charge in first, from Exiles to Wolves to Gas Monkeys. No, that's all right. I'm straining to see it. That's what it is. I'm like, I can see a blur, and I just don't want to get it wrong, because someone will fact check me live. So from the top, Sports Car Racing, Exiles, Wolves, Gas Monkeys, Stanborough, Garage 27, North Staffs, and Rockingham. There you go. We got there. So there's a big commotion, because I'm actually looking over quite a distance and I can't see. So yeah, good question, Lionel. Possibly a combination of that, or a combination of the drivers, the team that make it up, because it's a different kettle of fish driving on this track than driving on a club track, maybe, just because of the sheer scale of it. I will leave that there for the second. Yes, Rob, I'm back. Back for about an hour. Get an hour's more coverage. Have a look at this, see what's going on. Focus on a few corners, and just give people an insight as to what might happen at the weekend in some of these warehouses you see on industrial parks. That is funny, Rob. That is funny. I'm getting pink high fives here. Anyway, yeah, that's thrown me off here. It's Rob's talking to Rob. Anyway, Rob, Swift slots. What are you building this week? Have you got something incredible going on? I'm still watching your wheelbarrow episode, which was pretty cool. I've got to the schematics at the moment. Hi, Adam. How you doing, mate? Yeah, hold on a second. Do you mean of the race, the leaderboard? Right. Let's have a look. There you go, Adam. You have to excuse the wobbling. I'm on full zoom. Kept tripods on the table. There you go. So that's how it's looking, buddy. What are you doing, Rob? I'm on making. Hang on. Let's get back to the track. So you're making. Right, let's check this out here, Rob. Making a master chassis to mold in resin for 1 in 43, then converting 3 die casts to slots for a proxy race you're doing at Crow Valley. Wow, that is going to be some serious content. So anyone in the room who doesn't know who Swift Slots is, here's a YouTube channel managed by Rob, the man, the myth, the legend, who just knows how to make stuff. That's all I can say. He knows how to make stuff. Yeah, Adam, No problem, mate. If you you're probably more in tuned to this, so give us a shout up the next time you want to see the live laps, as you call it. Ooh, PU type. What's PU mean, Rob? You're making PU tires. And what I do want to do, just while we're here, is give a shout out to Jacob. Yeah, I'll give a shout out to Jacob, young racer. He's here. He was showing me his Lola earlier. So when we have the main video, I'm going to put it on there, and we can all see his Lola that he's built. It is looking smoking hot. Can't wait to share that with you. Yeah, I'll second that. In a medal, he needs some like Pro Plus or something to keep him going. The Fingers is the man who never sleeps, and Rahul is close behind him. He never sleeps either. That's Rahul from Conquest Slot Club. Hi, Daniel. How you doing, man? Yeah, all good here, mate. Race is swimming on. We just had a little rundown on the leaderboard. I think you might have popped on when I was just coming away from it, but just to keep you attuned, sports car racing still out in front. They're leading the race. They've led the race from the start, and they're holding the position. Exiles are second, running up to them. Wolverhampton, Wolves. Then we've got Stanborough, Gas Monkeys, Garage 27, North Staffs, and bringing up the rear is Rockingham. Rockingham is Simon, Matt, and Rob. Aha, so the tyres, urethane. Interesting. You're making those. I have no idea how you would even begin to make tyres, Rob. Make sure you wear a mask though, because it sounds chemically.
Well, Gas Monkeys, you managed 3.5 hours without a penalty.
Well, penalty's gone in. Penalty's gone into the Gas Monkeys. Robin is racing.
Stanborough in fourth, Gas Monkeys in fifth, and they are working about on the same lap. Garage 27, 8 laps behind the Gas Monkeys. North Staff 63 laps.
You don't get DRS, you get for 2 minutes only, no penalties to be given. See the carnage.
Oh, I like this comment here from Rob. Brilliant. That is literally about right. Give him a bit of 4B2 and he'll come out with a Challenger tank. And a tuning plate and a tyre truer and half a dozen other things that he could think of just because he was able to.
That's not going.
Oh. Okay, question in here from Lionel. How long do the braids last on the cars? Do you mean on these ones, Lionel, or generally? On these ones, they will last the race, and then you probably change them for the next race. You could get more use out of them, but they've been absolutely caned. Not often, I don't think I've seen people changing braids mid-race. So I'd say they will go a full race. That being said, if we look back at the 24-hour Le Mans, there was a few hours where I was asleep. So I might not have seen that. But generally, I don't think people change braids during the race because it's quite time consuming. Unless you've got an electrical failure or some conductivity. Is that right? Conductivity challenge? Yes, where electric's not flowing. Then you might need to change the braid or work on it. But generally, they last quite a long time, mate. The Scalextric ones might seem to not last long at all, and that is only because you have a load of fun with Scalextric. So
Well, maybe.
you are in that kind of demolition derby kind of mindset when you play that because it's just fun. So yeah. So, but on these, as you say, no, these will go the whole race for sure. You would change them for the next race. Not sure if you would change them over 24-hour race though. Yeah. See, I've not done much on the Ghosts. What track is that you're running there, Daniel? Is that a Carrera? Okay, 2 hours, 25 minutes of the race left to go. This is the WEC annual 6-hour digital endurance race. And we got high drama. We've got smoke coming out of the track again. Small smoke. There was time in the downtime. One of the pieces of track was smoking. So they're going in now just to check that out and see what's occurring there. So they changed the lane changer before. So they're identifying where the issue is now, where they've seen smoke coming out of. So we've got another live lane changer.
Was on it, stopped whilst there was a car off there, and then no one was going anywhere.
So we've had a stop in the race while they get this sorted. And what you're seeing here is they've inspected it. They've removed the piece. They've taken the piece out, and they're going to replace it with a new piece, and then we're going to resume the race. So the time has been stopped on the clock. This is what they would call a red flag.
The only change I can replace that with is a right to left, which unfortunately puts you from the middle to the outside. Just put straight. Yeah? Yeah.
Okay, so what they're saying is they're going to replace, the only change they've got is right to left, not left to right, which is in there. So they're actually just replacing it with a standard straight now. And that should give us the clearance to get the race off the ground.
We need to talk to you potentially about your car. Or you're not sure whether your motor's properly insulated and that's what's causing the shorts. Because you were asked to screw it near into.
So we're having a little chat about motors at the moment, certain competitors. Sure they'll resolve it. See, Gary Skipper's come over. This is Cracker Wise. Rob, watch yourself. No running by the pool, Rob. Hey?
Oh, is it? You can see the different shininess.
Yeah. Well, there. It smells of melting it smells like melting wires. So I've just been handed a piece of the track to have a look at where it's been melting. And it's got like some residue on there. Just describe to you what I've just seen. Hey Rahul, how are you, mate? So Rahul and anyone else who's just joining in, jumping on board, and you're wondering why we're covering a race that's not racing. Well, we've had a bit of drama with one of the track pieces. Earlier on, while we were offline, there was an incident just to the right of the screen with one of the tracks. Lane changes was smoking, so they replaced that, stopped the race, replaced that. Now we are an hour on, and where the gentleman with the blood, sweat and beers t-shirt is, just on the other side of where he is, where the lady is, there's a lane change piece there that was smoking as well. So we've had to stop the race, take the cars off, they replaced the lane changer with a straight, and I think they might be just looking at what's caused the issue twice, and we feel it might be somebody's motor isn't doing something or other. They said what it might be, but I've forgotten already because I'm a genius like that. So we're just waiting now for some confirmations as to what they're doing, and then we can get the race back up and running.
What time do you take? Yes, we have got here.
You see the drivers over there waiting in position. They're just getting ready for race to start again. It's just a little bit more. I'm not sure what they're trying to work out at the moment. I think this could be it.
That's 116 that penalty, I think.
How far you are behind?
115.
So what Nick's doing is he's just having a chat with the drivers at the moment just to get some more insight from them.
2 hours. 114. 2 hours pit stop. 114. Rigid fuel.
You need a small amount of it and they'll get on the big put down, put back to the ventilator.
Oh, the drama.
This is no time for the internet to go. Sorry about that, guys. So a little bit of a downtime here at the race because what we've had is it looks like a car is the cause of the issue. So there's discussion with the drivers as to what that penalty might be because we've not had a situation like this before. Therefore, they're having a look. So the cars are back on the track. The race is going to commence shortly. We are back in the game, track fans. We're back in the game. Okay. Okay, Nick is up in the chair in race control at the far end of the room, red t-shirt. He's shouting out to ready, 2, 1, race time. Yeah, melt delay. That is hilarious. The melt delay has finished. The ice has thawed. As you can see, it is flow. Oh, we got some direct hits on that straight. I think it's turned into a bit of a bum fight out there, everyone. This is going to be a good 2 hours and 24 minutes.
Oh, that was it. You were going to stop. Sorry.
That's not a bad angle, like that one. There's quite a few crashes coming off of this corner. Exactly, Rahul. You saw that. There's quite a few banging down here because the tyres are starting to wear now. So we're going to start to see driving skills. We've already seen 2 pieces of track catch on fire. This is a race already. So with all that in mind, we've got in the pole position, we've got up first position, Sports Car Racing, followed by Exiles, followed by Wolves in third, followed by Stambra, by Gas Monkeys, Garage 27, North Staffs and Rockingham. We'll see how this angle looks for a bit. There's quite a lot of crashes on this corner. There's a really tight turn coming out of a fast straight, which goes from under a tunnel, round the bend, very tight indeed, and then straight out and under another bridge, uphill and into a corner, where you get quite a lot of action up there too. So there were due to be 9 racing teams in the race today. 1 team couldn't sadly make it. So there's 8 teams in the race from literally all corners of the land. They have travelled a long way for yesterday's sessions and today's sessions. Here at Rockingham Slot Car Club, we're live. You're tuned in to Sunday Slot Car Sessions. Time now, if you're not looking, is 2:45. So if you've got your family coming round for roast dinner, you have not got much time left to get it in the oven. It is Conquest. It is the one, the only Gary Skip from YouTube. There it goes. I'll tell you what, hang on, I'll point him out for you, Rahul. There you can see the team members, Slot Car Racing. On the left, you've got Nick Wade. On the right, you've got Gary Skip, Slot Car Racing. So they're 2 members, they're marshalling at the moment, and you'll have team member, third member, up on the podium driving for all it's worth. Mate, I will do that, Rahul. You've got it, mate. No problem at all. He's a lovely guy anyway, Gary. So he'll probably give you a shout out. Travis was talking to him about content and stuff. He just says it's been a bit busy to get some done. But what thing I like about Gary, Slot Car Racing, is when he does his YouTube videos, the detail is amazing. No, you're all right, Jacob. The detail of these videos and the kind of the work that he puts into them are really, really first class. That's very kind, mate. Thank you for that. Yeah, first one you followed, but now we're pals. There you go, see? Hopefully that'll be a bit better. Yes, Rob, there is a golf car out there, a Lola, being driven by Wolverhampton Stock Car Club, Wolves for short, and they are still holding and defending third position nicely. So from the top, you've got Sports Car Racing leading, followed by Exiles, third place for Wolves, fourth for Stamborough, fifth Gas Monkeys, sixth Garage 27, seventh for North Staffs, and bringing up is Rockingham. So you spotted right, there is a golf car out there, my friend. Simon, Cameron, how you doing, buddies? You all right? We're at Rockingham. Nice one, Cam. Well done, mate. Moving the camera around every now and again so you get a different corner, a different angle, bud. I'm on race commentary today. I'm not on the screen. What's that? No. Yeah, we were chatting about flying drones. We were chatting about different sort of camera techniques and stuff. And that was definitely something that Will and I were talking about earlier, is the fact that if we could have a drone, you know, one of the ones that you can program to follow something. So you get one to follow a slot car, that would be sick. But we don't know if we'll be able to keep up. But anyway, I don't know whether they would be too panicky here over the thought of having a flying drone over the top of the racetrack. They are really serious. So you can see the camera just shook a minute there. That's because someone's literally just bolted to run to put a car on the track. That guy there just sitting down, legged it, because seconds are crucial. And if you're coming out, you want them to run for you as well. So, hi, Paul. Welcome back, mate. How you doing, buddy? You all right, fella? Right, Cameron's here. He turned up a minute ago as well. So, Cameron, that's the track, mate. I know you just got here. See, I don't know if you saw the overview of it. Huge, mate. It's huge track. But that is what it's looking like. Looking good. So we've got turn 2. This is turn 2 you're looking at here. So the chap on the left is Mark. Oh, it's bad. Both those gentlemen are North Staffs, down from North Staffs. That's Staffs, not Staffs. Travis. I don't know if he's in the stream. I don't know if you're watching Travis, but they're from North Staffs. And this is where we had the incident earlier with the burnout, with a piece of track that was smoking. So literally, you can see the lane changer just on the far side of the track there. We had to change the one on the outer side of the track to be a standard straight because we feel that one of the cars is creating, I can't think of the term they called, I can't remember, but I'll remind yourself of the bin. Mind yourself of the bin. I'll remind myself to get the info in a bit. There you go. Yes, Paul, I definitely think Travis is at the gym or in the pub. No, Paul, let's get it right, Paul. Travis is at the gym working out. I told him this. He goes to the gym to work out. That is working out how to get out of lifting those heavy bars. Brilliant. Good morning, mate. Okay, so pay attention to the pit lane. I think Rockingham are coming in for a tyre change. Matt Tucker's been up to race control. He's carrying what looks like two sets of tyres, a set of tyres, just past the camera there. Right, and we've got some crashes in the top corner there. Keep an eye on the pit lane, which is just there on the leading on the front. You know what a pit lane is. Yeah, this is it. They said that it might be due to motor shorting. That's a good shout, Lionel. Okay, the fingers, you're barred. You can't be putting that up in here when we're in the slot race, starving, and you're talking about all of this nice stuff. You're barred. I'm only kidding, mate. But do a little extra, and Paul and I will be around in a couple of hours. Okay, so here we go then. We've got
Time's the fine time. Right, make your move now, Lewis. Get us back up to second. You won't do it. Rank them up.
right then. Let's have a little bit of an overview for a little while. So that's a great question. You can at home, Lionel. You can have a beer when you're racing at home, but definitely not here. So we were just talking about like the cost to turn up. So you have to pay a race entry fee. That's fine. Everyone pays that. So your controller's probably going to cost you around 200 quid. Once you've got all of the digital stuff in there, transmitter stuff and whatever else stuff. And your car's probably going to cost you probably about the same, 150 to 200 quid. Depends on what you do to it or what type of car it is. So again, it's like possibly 500 quid if you count in accommodation and travel for the 2 days. So it's 500 quid. So definitely probably don't want a beer. Definitely don't want someone else having a beer while you've got your car on the track. But I tell you where some clubs do. If you were to go to the race rooms, which is the first Tuesday or second Tuesday of every month, held in Nottingham at a pub called the Dragon. Paul does that. He's a lovely guy. So they have a room in the pub. So you have a drink, a social, and it's a fun night. This race here, they're a little bit more involved. So they actually, they treat it they take it quite professionally. They take it quite seriously, which I think is good. It's the rabbit hole we were talking about earlier. Is how far does that rabbit hole go? Well, as far as you really want to swim down it. Okay, so I'm going to pan it round now to have a look at the lap counter, the lap board, the leaderboard. So, Adam, if you're still watching, this is your moment to see where everyone is up to. There you go. So, yeah, Paul, you should go, mate. You should go, Paul. They're good guys in there. So, as you can see on the lap leaderboard, we've got Sports Car Racing in the lead with Exiles, with Wolves from Grass Monkeys, Stanbrook, Garage 27 to North Staffs from Rockingham. There's not that much in it. There's about 180 laps between last place to first place, and there's a matter of 10 laps between first and second. 44 laps between first and third. So, you know, one issue with the car, and that can be recovered. It just takes that one snippet of action, and they're back in the game. So, who's got the fastest lap is still with Wolves. Well done, Wolves. Looking at 11.96 lap, that is significantly good. And there's not much in it between the fastest and the slowest. The slowest being, from what I can see here at a glance, Garage 27 at 12.66. But even still, that's still less than a second off of the fastest.
I confirm I saw it hit there, Nick.
I don't know about that. Yours is going pretty well for a contemporary, isn't it? It's not. I've seen it came through the day. When it's got moving really quick, and then there was this morning, you had a part where it was lovely, and couldn't settle it. Maybe. Okay. Well, you're about to go on, remember? You should have gone on like 25 minutes ago. Oh, yeah. Right.
What? Okay, bear with me, track fans. Tech is kicking back in. There you go. Boosh. So I was trying something out as usual, and it didn't work out. So sorry about that, guys.
If you just go a bit faster, it'll become smoother.
Ah, dear. Brilliant. Okay, super sticker. Nice one, Raoul. We'll see what that looks like. That is funny. Peach. So, Lionel, just to answer your question, what you can see is a marshal change happening at the moment. But what they do, they literally, they go up, they hand the controller over. You're probably going to lose split second, if that. But that's how it's done. It's manual handover.
Listen for the bridge.
What we got here, you can see Matt Tucker holding a car, coming up to the pit lanes. I think he might have just changed a set of tyres over, but he's having a good look at them nevertheless. We'll find out in a minute. Quick change over there, passes his car to North Staffs. They're shouting because there was a crash under the bridge. That's the SP. Something happens under the bridge, you all shout up. It's your moment. It's like, bridge, bridge, bridge. So get in the bridge. So Rockingham are shouting out at the moment. So Matt there is looking into what's happened in the car. Simon is coming over to have a look. So we'll leave them to it. So have got a car issue. He's got no drive in the car. So Matt changed the tyres, I think, put it back onto the track. He's got round half a lap, Simon. He's got round half a lap, and the car has failed. They don't know what's up with it. They're in the pit lane now, trying to repair it, checking it out. We'll find out in a bit from them what happened there. And this possibly could be lending itself to them as to why they might be in the final position, in the position they are. Car issues. It's happened to us all. Happened to me at the Polycar race in Gaydon. That list, I would have normally been last, but that was the genuine reason I was last, and I'm sticking to it. So checking in on the race positions again, we're still the same. We've got sports car racing at the front, Exile second, Wolves third. Hustle is on now. There's not much in it between 4th, 5th, and 6th and 7th. There's not much in it at all. Maybe a lap, 2 laps, up to 10 laps. That is it. But well. Okay, so we've got a question from Lionel. No, Lionel, it doesn't matter what lane you're in, because digital aspect of it, on your controller you've got a button like a trigger, and when you press that coming up to one of the lane changing pieces on the track, that will allow your car to change into the next lane. So gradually around the track you can move from the far left to the far right. You can drive up the middle 2 lanes just like the M6, or you can use, if you're coming into a particular corner, you can move outside or inside the lane to keep your driving racing line. Hey Paul, how you doing? So you can see here, I'll get a zoom in on it for you. So there, that silver bit in the middle there, Lionel, that crosses tracks, that's got a sensor in it, and when you hit the button, the paddle, a bit like a train line, the paddle moves and you get guided into the next lane. So you can move, you can overtake people. So, for instance, if you were racing at home with George, George would be hitting the lane changer to whip round the outside of you, because you know us old fogies were constantly getting overtaken by the kids. So that's what the lane change is for. So it doesn't matter where you are. You will always move left or right to your own preference or to how the race defines where you're positioned. Hi, Paul. How you doing? Good to have you back, mate. Looks like there's been a bit of drama underneath one of the bridges. See Alan in between the gaps. He's just trying to find out what's happening. Hell yeah, the fingers. Well, I could think of worse ways to spend a Sunday, I'll tell you. Yeah, you are not wrong, the fingers. Not a bad place to be at all. So we're going to do about 10 more minutes on this particular stream. Then we're going to break it down and we're going to come back at 4:30 UK time. Give ourselves, I've got to get around to do a little bit more filming and also see if I can chat to anyone and then come back live so you guys can get to see trophy ceremony and how the race finishes at the dying stages and then get back to it. So that's what we're going to do. So about 11 minutes, 3:30. We'll chip off this live stream and we'll get on set up for the next one at 4:30, which will bring us into the race close, trophy ceremony and breakdown of the kit. It's been great to have your company so far throughout the day, the morning and the afternoon. It's been a very, very good race, not without incidents. We've had a couple of track fires, we've had a lot of smashes. It's been a pretty good race. Feels quite subdued in here. I think it's because there's 8 teams, whereas if you get something like 10, 11, 12 teams in here, there's a lot more movement, a lot more hustle and bustle. So I think could just be the timing. We're first weekend past the summer holidays in the UK. So we're here still 10 minutes, the fingers. Got 10 minutes still, don't you worry. We're going to milk it for every second it's worth. Cheers, Mac. Thank you, mate. Top man. Always good to have your company. For anyone tuned in isn't aware of what we're doing, it's Sunday Slot Car Sessions. Your Slot Car channel comes on every week, normally at 7:30 a.m. But this week, extended coverage of the WEC, the World Endurance Challenge Championship, here at Rockingham Slot Car Club, live. Pete Brown giving you some commentary. Not professional. I don't do this for a living, but we're having a go. Exactly, the fingers. Get on that food. So the track seems to be working really well now. Now we've put the straight in as opposed to the lane changer that was smoking. Looking good. We're starting to get people up on the podium saying they've got numb fingers, they've got cramped hands. But it's not affecting me. See you in a bit, the fingers, mate. You take care, buddy. Looks like fun. So we got Matt Tucker. He's moving around the track now with the car. So I think he's gonna. There you go. He's in the pit lane now. It's on the pits. He's pulled out. Corner 1, corner 2, under the bridge. You can see it motoring under that bridge when it went. Okay, here it comes. It's looking good now. Yeah, the fingers, no worries, mate. As soon as it comes off in about 6 minutes, I'll schedule the next one up so everyone knows when it's going to be and can get that notification. That's absolutely fine, mate. We'll get that sorted. Thank you for hanging around. What is a CO4? A 7042. What is that, please, Paul? Is that a digital chip?
Yeah. I've not heard that for years. That's weird. I don't know, that's creepy.
Aha, I see. Cheers for letting us know, mate. So digital system screen runs up to, oh, that sounds like the bomb. Is that like an Arc Pro then?
Lewis.
Right, okay. So it runs up to 6 cars, but you don't need an app. That sounds ideal because I really struggle with technology. It's not a secret. And so to have one less app is the absolute gift at the moment. Aha, Daniel was in here earlier saying about doing Ghost Kart for Carrera. Sounded quite interesting. The paparazzi are out. What we got here is we think the map. So I didn't quite get it, but they were having a bit of banter. It did look like Matt had fallen asleep in the Marshall chair, which is quite easily done.
Yes, he was asleep.
Quite easily done. Okay, so as we pull it into the closing stages of this particular live stream, thank you ever so much for your company throughout. We'll be back in approximately 1 hour. I'll put up the next session in. Ooh, we've got a crash at the dying seconds of the stream. And it's okay. These Gas Monkeys Dodge Viper, they seem to be okay. It's back on, it's back running, so happy days. Right, I've set the schedule for the next one in an hour. This will be the final of the race. It'll be the last half an hour of the race, followed by a trophy ceremony. We're going to keep it rolling throughout, so you can see the whole coverage here, live, Track Fans TV. Raoul, you are more than welcome, my friend. Thank you. Thanks, Dan. Thanks to Fingers, Paul. Hang on, Paul Sharp, Paul Taylor. There you go. Thanks, Mac. Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Lionel. You're all legends, and no doubt I'll see you here in an hour for the final of the race. Right, off to do a bit more off-screen filming, guys. Catch you in an hour.